especially being an introvert, is always seen as wrong. Like if you're not extroverted, if you're not loud, if you're not the biggest personality in the room, they try to tell you, oh, speak up, don't be shy, why are you being so quiet? And it automatically makes you feel like you have a problem, like there's something wrong with you. But I'm here to tell you that you are completely normal and there is nothing wrong with you, okay? I had to deal with the same things, and there was times where I would come home from school and I would just look up at my ceiling and cry and think, why me? Why am I like this? Why can't I be like this person? Why can't I be the class clown like others? And I could never understand like what was wrong with me, or like, why is there a problem? But then I heard a video of a lady giving a speech about being an introvert, and it was the most warming feeling ever. Like I just got the biggest hug because she was able to put in words what I had been feeling my whole life, and the whole time I thought it was just me. And that's why I wanted to come on here with this today, because you're not alone. There's so many people that feel exactly what you're feeling, and I want you to know that you're perfect, okay? Being an introvert can feel like you have a battery, okay? You're running on a battery. When you're in places that you're comfortable, by yourself in your room, close to family, really close friends, that battery runs like normal, okay? But say you're out at a grocery store or wherever the case may be, where you have to deal with a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different people you don't know, that battery drains really, really quick. And when it gets to your last bar of battery, you just want to go home. That's all you think about doing, is get to your peace. Whatever your peace is, you just want to be there. So you may seem really, really quiet. You may seem irritated. You may feel like, you may be bringing the mood down. Say you're out with people, but you just really want to go home. And they may be looking at you like, oh, why are you feeling like that? We should be having fun. You should be this. But it's your body, like you're drained. Being an introvert, that happens a lot. And it's hard for people to understand because they don't feel what's going on with you. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't feel that, then they're just like, oh, they're bringing out the vibes, or, oh, I don't understand why you could be feeling like that, but I understand it, okay? But then once you get to your safe space, that recharge happens fast. Like for me, all I really need is to, like, say I'm out at the grocery store. I hate being in a grocery store, okay? I can be in there good for a little minute, but then once my battery drains, I just want to go. I'm not talking no more. I feel a little like a dark cloud is over me, and I just want to go home. Once I get in the car and I can play my music, something that comforts me, my battery starts to slowly recharge. And it's crazy that it works like that. And that, like, draining feeling, I never could explain it. I never could. And people would just look at me like, okay, Sean, you okay? What's wrong? And I couldn't put words to it, but that's what it is. We have a battery, and once that battery drains, it's like it can't get refilled unless you're back comfortable. Also, with being an introvert, people tend to try to explain away your feelings with something else that they went through, but it's not the same thing. Like, there was a time in high school where, and the crazy part about it, this was my teacher, okay? I had a photography teacher, and my class, to get to my class, I had to pass his classroom every day, and he would stand outside and, like, just greet everybody. Hey, how you doing? Oh, good morning, this. And some days I just couldn't or didn't want to have that interaction. So I would go all the way around just to avoid having to say hey. And I tried to explain this to, like, one of my family members, and they're like, oh yeah, like, I don't like to talk to people all the time either. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, it's like almost like a fear of just having an interaction it's not like, oh, I don't feel like talking today. That's different, you know what I'm saying? But they don't understand it. They don't feel what you feel. So like they try to justify your feelings. Like, oh, that's not that bad. It's just this. Like, you gonna get over it. But they don't understand, you know? And being an introvert, bro, can also be amazing as well. I know you may like be feeling in your way like, oh, I wish I could be this extroverted person, but really, when you're an introvert, you're to yourself. So you're not too much, you know, in the mix. And it's not always good to be in the mix either. So you're to yourself out the way. You know what makes you happy and what makes you comfortable, so you can thrive in your environment. And also, even like if it's just playing the game was my escape. That's what made me the most comfortable. And I would have people like, oh, why don't you go to the parties, and why don't you do this, and oh, all the other people, you know, are doing this at your age, or whatever the case may be. But this is my comfortability. This is what makes me happy. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Whatever your comfort zone is, whatever keeps you feeling the best version of you, don't let people take that away from you, man. Like, obviously, there's gonna be experiences in your life that help you out to make you more comfortable in, you know, those uncomfortable situations. Like, I say me, YouTube and my job has helped me a lot with not being as like closed in as I was, you know, because at first, like I said, it was a point where I could not talk to people. I could not interact. There's still times now where, like, if there's a big group of people that I don't know what the energy or what the vibe is gonna be, I don't want to go, you know. But like now, I'm able to talk to people more freely, show my personality a little more, you know, and it has gotten to the point where people don't even know I'm an introvert unless I tell them, you know what I mean? So there's going to be things that gradually come, but don't let people rush you or make you feel like, you know, something's wrong with you, or like you're doing something wrong. You're going to gain that, okay? You're going to gain more comfortability as time goes on, you know? So don't stress it, don't feel bad. Just know that if you don't feel like anybody else understands you, anybody else hear you, I do. Okay, because I have went through it. I know exactly how it feels. And you kind of almost feel like you're trapped in a shell of yourself, because you know, like, your true personality. You know how bubbly, how fun, how this that you can be. But in those draining times, you feel like you're just a shell and you're kind of trapped behind that. You know what I mean? But it's okay. Like, the more that you experience things, the more that you know, even if it's something small, just doing little exercises to help you kind of like break it down a little bit, because it's always going to be there. That's just who we are. But it does make it easier to, you know, not feel as bad in certain situations. So you can just practice, like, oh, saying hey, even if you're just outside and you're passing a stranger, just saying hello. I know that may really be uncomfortable, but just doing that can like get you in a habit of like opening up in those uncomfortable situations, or in a situation that you typically wouldn't. And then it's just gonna build a habit for you to feel, you know, not as uncomfortable doing things like that. You know what I mean? So all I can say is, I hear you, I am you, I understand you, and you are beautiful, you're amazing. And no matter what people try to tell you, no matter how other people act, you are you, and that's the best thing that you could be. Really just wanted to make this video for, you know, people that may have never heard this before, just like me, my little coming to terms moment when I finally like got the words that explained my feelings. I hope this helps some of y'all out there, and also just a little relaxing, relieving. But yeah, if y'all have any other topics or problems, anything